What is up, everybody? I'm back playing more Pokemon Yellow. Let me get back my kitty cats. There we are. I kind of have my laptop in front of my TV, sort of. So, there we go. Much better. Okay. So, last thing we did when we played... Okay, so I healed everyone up. We're in Pewter City, so I'm gonna have to go catch me a Pokemans to fight Brock. Let's see what's in here. Pokemon become easier to catch when they are harder asleep, but it's not a sure thing. Yeah, I know. Pokemon learn new techniques as they grow, but some moves must be taught by the trainer. They're talking about TMs and HMs, which I've always wondered how those work. I mean, because in some of the games they just look like little CDs. A Rattata, I don't have one. I don't really want one. Let's see. Oh, and I'm not getting one. Bum 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 bum. I don't need another Pidgey. I guess I need to level up some of my other mans, huh? So I will swap out for... What is Finnegan? Finnegan. Oh, yeah, that's right. So really I need to focus... I need to catch something that's not weak to rock or ground. And I don't have that. Hey, there's a Nidoran. Pika! Alright. Let's see, I'm gonna switch Pokemans. I don't want to beat it up too hard, or else I cannot catch it. So, if anyone's out there actually watching this, tell me what your favorite Pokemon is, and why in the comments. Mine, personally, is the Venusaur line. I do believe it was the very first starter I ever got, and it's just, I don't know. Hey, there's something really lovable about him. You know, I like to think that, okay, Nidoran, let's see. Well, since it's going to end up being a Nidoqueen, I think there's only one good name for her to have. Latifa. Now I'll level her up. But yeah, no, I always pictured, like, if I could have a Bulbasaur from a young age, how cool it would be to be able to, you know, like, oh, hey, the other Nidoran. That's cool. That's cool. How cool it would be to, you know, because as a kid it would be small and, you know, you'd run around and have fun with it, like, you know, a whole boy and his dog type deal. And then as you grow older, you know, you turn into a moody teenager and your Ivysaur would hang out with you and, you know, it would get lazy as you do. And then as you're an adult, you could chill out with your Venusaur, and I like to imagine leaning against mine while we're both laying in the yard, taking a nap under one of his giant leaves while he's soaking up the rays. He could use his vines to reach in and get me a cold drink from the fridge. Alright, cool, we got both Nidorans. Let's see, I need a kingly name for Nidoran. Oh. Is this gonna fit? It will just barely fit. There. Cool. Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe I actually caught both of them one after another. I usually have to search for one or the other. I'm gonna have to rearrange my moves. I hate having a non-attack move in the first, because I mash the A button while I play. Let's see, and then I will go to Blanca to finish him off. This is my strategy. Let's see, I'll run up here real quick and heal. So how interested would anyone be in a Nuzlocke run? If you're not familiar with the term, a Nuzlocke run is basically, I don't know all the rules, but it's basically, as you play, you can only catch the first Pokemon you find in an area, and if a Pokemon gets knocked out, then it's dead and you have to go release it at the PC. Speaking of which, I'm not releasing anyone, but I am going to deposit someone. Bye-bye, Burger King. Hopefully you'll be an actual Nitto Burger King someday. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. The palette swap loading, like, it's only a split second, but it's still kind of weird to me. I'm sure watching me grind is fascinating. Oh, jeez, come on. Quit using sand attack. Come on, give me a crit. Ah. I'm actually, I'm being twice as efficient with this. I'm playing Pokemon while I'm recording, and also installing OS Linux or Elementary OS on my laptop. I've decided to finally take the plunge. I've fiddled with it before, but I've never had it installed as the main operating system on anything. No, actually, I take that back. I had it installed on an old laptop, but the screen pooped out on me, and I needed to for whatever reason, it wouldn't do video out through the HDMI port, so I ended up having to put Ubuntu back on it. I'm a big fan of Linux, in theory. I hate how much trouble it has running some stuff. Like, it's great when it works, but sometimes it's nice to just have it just work. Like, you know, like it does with OS 10 or Linux or Windows. So, no, look at him. I haven't gotten a heart yet. That's the best one, I think. Oof. Oh, that was a critical. Okay, you're gonna have to hurry up and level up. I wonder if I could just power through with my Pikachu. It always bugged me that the Pokemon anime never followed the rules of the actual game. Like, you know, even though it would make sense, but at the same time doesn't. Like, to get the Boulder Badge in the anime, Ash had Pikachu, like, they activated the sprinklers and then shocked Broxonix. Which, I mean, that's I think a fairly common complaint. Get healed up. in this episode, nothing happens. I've been wanting to get a 3DS capture card for a while. But man, they're expensive. You know, relatively speaking. Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about. Today I got to play around with an HTC Vive. Now, if you're not familiar with what that is, it's a virtual reality headset and controller combo that you can play with on PC. And just, oh my goodness, it's so amazing. Like, I couldn't even believe, like, I'm just gushing here, but like one of the demos they had me play was this 3D painting app where you can just paint in 3D space with a whole bunch of different effects, and it was a ton of fun. And another one was the Space Pirate Trainer, which Markiplier and I think Jacksepticeye have both played on their channels. And man, it's so much fun. You just point and click, and like that's how you aim. Like it's basically like pointing a Nerf gun. And just, oh my gosh, I couldn't get over how much fun I had. And there was another demo called The Blue that was like an immersive experience where you were underwater, and it was just a bunch of fish swimming around you, like manta rays and smaller fish. And the part that kind of freaked me out was this big whale, this blue whale, came up and swam by me, like really, really close. And it kind of freaked me out because I've always had this aversion to like drowning in a video game. Like that's one of my worst fears is drowning, and I used to get horrible anxiety whenever I'd be playing like Sonic and I would start drowning, and like it seems silly and everything, but I don't know. And then games like Echo the Dolphin, even though I loved them, they still made me super uncomfortable. Whenever I would start running low on air, I'd start panicking. But what can you know? I don't need to. That's the downside. You know, and one thing that I appreciate about the Super Game Boy is the fact that the controller is basically a Game Boy controller. I mean, you know, like the buttons still feel all the same and everything. So I don't know, it's just really comfortable for playing Game Boy. It's kind of weird because naturally my thumb rests across the Y and B buttons rather than the B and A, but it doesn't take much to adjust to that, especially whenever you're playing RPGs. I think after this battle I'm going to call that an episode break. There we go. So, thanks everybody for watching. Sorry, I know not a lot happened in this one, but I got to ramble for a little while, so that was fun. So, anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode, and thanks for watching.